Hey guys, this is Pastor Josh with Revival Worship. I just wanted to make a quick video showing you how, just our process at least, on how we go about building our tracks, our backing tracks that we use for Sunday morning and Wednesday night performances. So we use MultiTracks as our sort of our source. They have lots of um, access to lots of different songs, lots of different recording groups and artists. So most time, 9 times out of 10, they have the track that we're looking for when it comes to contemporary Christian music, at least. So they keep up with your library here. You have access to it through a subscription, through a monthly subscription. And so we're going to look at Even the Impossible. It's a song by Mac Brock. Gives you the form of the song there, and you can get charts and all kinds of other good stuff for this song. But we're just going to use the multi-track this time. Multitrack is also very good about offering it in just about every key for the most part. So they have it in the original and then half steps up and down from there that you can sort of cycle through to fit the whatever key the singer needs to sing it in. So we're going to download the track in the original key of A. It's going over to our download folder here. So as that continues to download in, I'm already beginning to take notice of two things there, that it says A and 73 BPM. So that's going to be information that we use later on. But we use GarageBand to sort of consolidate and manage all of this information. So we're going to open a new project here in GarageBand, just an empty project, and we have to add some kind of track to it for it to be an open project. So we'll just add any track here. And the first thing that I always go through and do is sort of clean my screen up, get my area ready to work, basically. So I'm going to clear off things on the screen. I'm going to take that metronome and the count in. I'm going to take it off just so that, because we're about to use a click and a guide that does that for us. But I really need to match up that project information at the top. Right now it says 120 C major and 4/4. I need to match it up with the same information that our stems or our multi-tracks were recorded at. So I'm going to go back to my download folder here, find it, find the folder, and we see that they are Even the Impossible studio version. This is Your Promise A and 73 beats per minute. So I need to match our project up to their project, essentially. So I'm going to go in and drag our project tempo down to 73. I'm also going to go ahead and change the key center of the song from C major up to A major. 4/4 was the same, so that gets to stay. So back in the download folder, there's a folder here that says multi-tracks, and we see all these individual stems, all the acoustic parts, electric parts, organ, piano, vocal, synth bass, everything that is a part of that song except for the lead vocal is in that folder right now. And so GarageBand, luckily enough, can handle the entire folder and knows what to do with it. So I just drag the whole folder in there, and it brings over all 11 or 12, however many of those stems it was. It sort of processes those and strings them out in individual tracks in GarageBand now. So we have control and function over each and every one of these parts now. We can mute, solo, adjust the volume and the pan, as well as some automation stuff and some effects and all that good stuff. So again, the next thing I'm going to do here is sort of get rid of this original track that started us out. I like to use hotkeys. In this case would be to delete this track as Command Delete. So you just click on the track, hold Command and hit Delete, and that track goes away. So now we can see that we have, again, control over each one of these tracks. I can listen to individual ones. But the first thing I'm going to do here is come down and look at our click track and our guide. So we pan those to the far right because in our system, the right side of this multi-track is what comes to our ears, our in-ear monitors. The left side is what goes to front of house. So the audience is hearing only the left side, and the band is hearing left and right side, essentially. So we make sure that the audience can't hear the click and guide by panning them to the right. And again, this is just showing some of the function that we have over in GarageBand. We can sort of solo these groups and listen to the acoustic and the choir and the click if we wanted to, or just the drums and the bass, or however we wanted to break it up. We have function over that now. We have the ability to do that through GarageBand. It's a great tool. So you'll notice that these guide markers here actually line up. You can see that that's measure 6 and it's beat number 1. This is measure 14, beat number 1. Those guides line up, and so that shows us that our project is in time, that our project info in GarageBand and the project info that the stems were recorded at are the same right now. And that's very, very important if you ever need to make any kind of arrangement changes, which I'll show you here in just a second. We'll make some arrangement changes. But yeah, this song, these tracks, it basically gives you all this information and allows you to pick and choose the parts that you may need. If you have a drummer and a bass player, an acoustic, and an electric player like we do, you get to take some of those parts out and leave just the little stuff, some of the synth or whatever it is. So always remember to save your project. Never forget to save the project. This is a lot of work that goes into this. And so make sure you save your project before you start making any large changes. Once you get everything in there, get your stuff panned out the way you want to, all your project information's lining up, all that stuff, go ahead and save it. That way you have a good starting point to start from. So let's say this is the chorus section of the song right here, and the chorus repeats twice. So this would be the second chorus, and I want to just take that second chorus out. I don't want that second chorus to be in there at all. So again, I like hotkeys, and so to select all is Command A. That selects every single track at once, and then you can trim at the playhead. You can split the region at playhead, and that's Command T. So we're going to split all these regions right now that we have selected at the playhead, which is there at measure 56. And so we've basically cut all those pieces, all those tracks at the exact same place. And so now I can drag and basically take up the space that was that second chorus, just get it out basically. I can just drag it over, and now we've eliminated that second chorus. And so we would just go from one chorus into the instrumental that takes you to verse 2 or whatever it is. And of course, you can always undo all this stuff. Command Z is another hotkey, a good hotkey function to remember, because it is an undo function and can get you out of any tight spots that you may have got yourself in while you're making these edits to the arrangement. So it really is just a beautiful program. It's a great way to consolidate and manage all this information. It really is a lot of work that goes into this, but if you can understand the way that this works and the function that it has, then you can use it in your best interest. I hope this helped. Thank you very much.